Hello Earth, welcome to episode 13 of season 4 of Making Cell, a series of videos where I record myself designing and implementing a programming environment called Cell. If you're just tuning in for the first time, I recommend you go check out the official page of the project at github.com/autocornell/cell. Link I'm pasting now in the description of the episode. We were doing last time a few interesting things, which is I replaced the get we have with a get that uses a single hook, and it broke the sequence, but the rest of the tests went in just fine, which is fantastic. It means that all along I was using this idea of just getting the first step and trying to find that. So instead of getting the whole thing, all the steps that I'm looking for, just the first step. So there was a test, because I've been writing ideas here and there. Look at all this stuff I was writing earlier today, traveling back home. But that's not what I want to look at now. What I want to look at, these are the development notes, by the way, which I'm publishing here. That's why this thing is becoming so freaking long, because I'm writing now in the process of making it in the README, and I actually am very happy with that. Before fixing this, I want to put a test that I had came up with last time doing this. Yeah, this one with Stereolab. No, this is about the put. No, I have to do that as well. I also have to do that. Don't worry, I will do it. I have it in the to-do. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. I need to switch back to the previous song because it was just too good. So we're looking for list 3 from ref. This is a fantastic example. So here I will just put it. Do I wipe here already? No. No, I was just putting without wiping here. I guess this belongs more to context, honestly. Which is, but no, wait, because get with context. Yeah, at the context I'm testing with only for put. Yeah. Instead of with context, maybe it will be in context. But no, let's just say with, because we're just thinking in a very pragmatic, of the things way. Just a message and verb. Oh, just gives me this. We're thinking in a more low-level way. Where were we? I'm a bit all over the place, but it's so good. Bum, bum, bum. Dun, 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 dun. So I wipe and I put, and here I'm getting ref, and I'm expecting empty. Get, goes, walks, up with a single hook. Okay. What's the problem? No. All right. Yeah, I'm blind. Good. All right. And if I do something like yes here, it will break. Brilliant. And then we can do yeah, the one with context, but no, there's no need to do it, right? Well, we can just be a bit redundant here. I'm gonna put inside list 3 to yes. I thought of an interesting side case. What? Interesting. Why is it not working? Why is it list ref? Silly, it's supposed to be a ref. If I get everything, yes. Yeah, ref gives me yes, so well, technically I'm expecting maybe I broke reference already, because if I do get the whole thing, oh, it's inside ref, my perfect, yes. Okay, I couldn't have broken so many things, right? Yeah. And this one would be, oh, why? Yeah, because this one hits nothing. What I don't understand here is why, yes, this one is broken, of course. No, it's not working. Why? So inside ref is supposed to be equal to the list 3, I'm sure has to be that. and I'm expecting it to get an empty. Well, why does it give me a yes? Because it's going up 1 here. It should find this and then it should give me list 3. Okay, I'm glad I tested this because it's not working, which is very surprising to me. If I do this, it will tell me no. So it's really going all the way up. Just looking for list here. Also, I was trying to improve this logic as well. What I wanted to do is I would do it like this, matching prefix. I can just take the query path, sorry, it would be the context path, slice from 0 to k, and concatenate query path 0. If it's undefined, nope. How can I do a conditional concatenation? Yeah, like that. It's not a matching prefix, it's prefix. And here, I can just do matches. If it's shorter than the prefix, it won't work. Nice. Yeah, I can get rid of all of this. Boom. Yeah, much nicer. Okay, so we broke something else. Good. Good. So I was breaking way more things with this change of behavior. Good. Well, well, let's see if the implementation is correct. So let's also see how quickly I can figure this out. The test is get a longer prefix. This one is breaking. Ah, yes, because it's not slicing. Yes. Yeah, how do I know? Yeah, but like into I could do I just find a matching prefix here. What happens if it's longer than that? You have to also add the other ones where you found the hook. Yeah, I think I just simplified it too much, because you need to, the moment you find that prefix, so you can just do, let's just save this for later, and we say exists, stop. So if this happens, so this prefix exists, and then you can actually take and then you concatenate the query path. And now you just do boom. Yes. Okay, it did work quite a bit. That's correct, I think. Wow. Wow. It's just the music is just so good. Doesn't find anything. Okay, why are you finding something still? Ah, because I didn't do the logic of exists, of course. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I need to stop when it's true, of course. Silly. Okay, much better now. Okay, now we're again in the same test. Good thing I'm writing test, huh? Here I can just do all right. So what's your problem here? So many calls. Get walks up with a single hook, doesn't find anything. Okay, this is correct. So it tries inside ref list and then the exists. Yeah, here I cannot do this anymore, of course. I need to do this. I need to return the matches straight up. All right. I think I'm past the hump here. Okay. Okay, I need to annotate those changes. I like it. I think it's even shorter than the other one, right? It's 24 lines versus, no, it's longer. Why? Oh, this dot mode, this is identical. Have a prefix, which of course I need to define. Can write it in line 3 times. I guess I could do something like this. Okay. 3 lines more, I can live with that. Enough is enough. This record is so good, I can just not get through it. I'll go back to the beginning. All right, look at that, red. All right. I had a corner case I wanted to test, which is if it finds something that exists but is yeah. Yes, this one. Finds an empty text and stops there. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. What do we do? Do we do it in boot? Or do we just try? No, let's try to fix it in for all the sequences. Let's look at the error. This is the same. The only difference is that reference gives me an error and I'm expecting empty. Definition at least one step. Yes, the only time it happens. It just goes to invalid. It's 1. Why does that happen? Hopefully this is not overkill. Let's see. If it is, Bam, bam. So I see, I'm looking for here invalid, no, ref. Yeah, ref at invalid. So I need to be here. I'm looking for invalid, so I find invalid, and when I'm getting invalid 1, and invalid 1 should be an empty text, right? It should be, because invalid is not even a list. It's just slicing stuff, but I'm not matching things properly here, right? I'm just bringing bullshit here. Initial, just the data space, path, context path. Well, actually, maybe it's context path. I'm not answered. So I'm getting ref. That's the one that is giving me trouble, right? Yeah, ref. So ref, I'm looking for within the context of ref invalid add do. That's very valid. And basically I find it at the top level, which is invalid add do. And invalid add do actually gives me the error. It's doing what it's supposed to do. It's perfectly correct. Why was I thinking? Because there's nothing after add do. I still don't get it, but this is correct. Because I had made a note here. It's because of how the reference worked before. Yeah. It's okay, we can have the same error. This is fantastic. I'm gonna go nuts if this is the only issue. What is your problem? It's almost I cannot even spot the difference. Ref1, ref equals error. It's giving me an error. Actually, it's correct. It should have given me the error before, right? I am getting lost. Okay, I'm losing it here. Well, at least you should have an error here, and I'm supposed to return this error. So why am I returning the error of the next test case here? A message name and at least one step. Oh yeah, because I have empty stuff. I need to get rid of those, right? I do. Yep. That's a good one. Run path. Boom. Okay, so much for so why I need to go back here, because now we will pass that one. What? That was it? Yeah, actually, this is right, because if invalid is 1, it's like, I guess it's a wrong type. Yep. Oh, it worked. It worked for all of them. No, the real reason, no, I don't like this. No, we do not get an error because ref invalid points to a hash. So if we get invalid 1, we get nothing at all. Maybe I should give an error, like you're trying to get a value, like a numeric value out of a hash, right? I wonder if we should do that. I'm not sure. It's a good question. Maybe write it down somewhere. But it's pretty crazy that it's working. Should I respond with an error in, so get if you're trying to access a numeric key on a hash, not just on the final prefix step, but on any, or a text key on a list. Let's see if it is useful. For now, I want it to always work, but let's see in practice. Well, all the tests are passing with this new get. I think it's time to consolidate what we have here, which is major. I don't think this is any faster. If anything, I think it got slower, right? I would like to do something here. Is it that much? Look at this. I think for a while it got really big. The data space length. Yeah, we can always speed it up later. Enough is enough. I think it's the exact same. But maybe the explanation is not. It's not. First step of the query path at the longest, deepest. Step in query path. The first step of this first step of query path is called the hook. There is no hook because query path is empty. We get everything matches context path. Enough. We define prefix as the context path plus the first plus the hook. If there's no hook because the query query path is empty, no hook, this prefix will just be the context path. Actually, I need to do this with the variables all the bloody time. This goes away. Go through the data space and stop the moment we find a path that has prefix as its prefix. Note we ignore paths that are shorter than prefix itself because we slice on prefix length each path, but not vice versa. And this is how you get undefined error, either avoid undefined errors if you're just getting something that is way more to the right of what exists. Boom. We found if we are here, if we don't get any matches, we return and the outer loop continues. For here we found our hook caught something. We now set prefix to context path plus query path in full, not just with the hook. We iterate the data space again and for each that matches the prefix we remove the prefix from it and return what's left. Ba-da-bam, bam, bam, ba-dum. All right. It's a bit slower, but I like it. Oh, that's really slow. I guess it's my computer getting slower. Could be. I wonder if I change the video to something simpler. No, it's just slow. Yeah, it wouldn't make a difference. Let's go back to this beauty. I think this is done. Yes. So now what? I have hooks in get. So what about hooks in put? Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum. Wait, does it make sense to have a hook input? I think so, right? Because I do. No, the walking mechanism. Bum, 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 dum, 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 dum. Yeah, I'm walking up here. Okay, here what I need to do, instead of concatenating the left side, let me just commit this, right? Basking away, getting away. Yeah, a bunch of stuff. Bam. Bum, 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 bum. What do I need to do? Get with hook. Yeah, that's very important. Yes. Now you know how long my password is in my computer, not in my GitHub. Because I have to use SSH like everybody else. Alright, this works well. Good. So let's modify put. I guess the left side, is the left side ever empty? Yes. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it is. I can't believe it worked with the hook. Really? Okay, that was really there, eh? I mean, it could be completely the case that I didn't do anything, and it's all just an illusion. So the only way to know is to test. That's how programming is much easier than real life. I can just take this stuff. Let me just try something else here. Nope. It would be what? 1, no, wait. 5? Yes, 5. Something like that. I mean, it will still run, but of course I need to redo it. But I won't forget. But I want to try something here in the tests. Yeah. What was I doing? Yes, I was doing in the test suite. Sorry, not this is the test runner. By the way, how much are my tests? Okay, 80 lines. I can do that. So I can do. So I can do if test R is undefined, if test C, it would be I would do something like test R is okay. Yes, do okay here. What did I break? What is response really? Maybe I can do something like this. No, it has to be like this. Yeah, why is it I want to go back to my base though. This is a good assertion to make about test R. one, sorry, not about the start, about put. I want basically that any puts that I do, I get an okay, unless I say, okay, I shouldn't get an okay. But why is this breaking my response? Yeah, I don't get it. And I feel very dumb right now. Actually, the problem is not feeling down, the problem is feeling slow. Of course, if I do this, it will just work, right? Yes, it will. Why is the response? It has to be this one, right? Right, in the one where I'm calling put directly, right? Yeah, this one. Yeah, that's the issue. The sell put returns, yeah, to make this into yes, for the context one. That's the text. Nice. Sorry. Yeah. Nice. In case of put, where we want, where if there are no assertions on the response, you want it to return. Okay. Nice. Yes, even slower. Fantastic. All right. And we were here, right? Oh, look at how few puts we did. Oh, that's interesting. They're the same. This is very suspicious. I'm only doing it in a couple of places. Why is appearing so few times? You know what? I might as well. The left side only one. Yeah, one. No. Yeah. Yeah, the left side is only one div. Yeah. And then here, yeah, I can do something like this. This is much nicer than what I was on before. No, white. Yeah, like this. If left side. All right, I'm back. So I was just looking. That was pretty strange that I never, not that I never, but that I got very few of this. But if we look at the logic, this will always be hit on any valid. Because error, error, error. But once you get here, you always go here if it's not dot. Yeah, I guess it's a lot of dots. What can I say? Yeah, most of the time it's false. It's because this thing, if the context path has a length of 0, I just don't do anything with the left side here. That's why. Then I will have to do it here too. Yeah, that was it. So let me remove that. But it worked. And if I go to the tests, because in the end that's what it is about. So I have this structure. I'm just putting here. How am I going to do this? How am I going to test this? You put. I need context in this put. I have a context here, which is inside. So I'm putting a list. I guess I can just get this and I will get I can just if I get the whole thing. Oh, completely overwrote the list. Oh, that's not very cool. I'm an idiot, it's just inside this. Oh wait, no, because I'm in the list. No, the context is inside. No, it's supposed to be there, yeah. Okay, I think this is a good moment to stop. I left the test broken in exact the same spots in the spot I really wanted to leave them broken. Because if we fix this properly, then we have put with a single hook, and then we're ready to write put with the change of the types and no P and no V. Perfect. Beautiful. Let's do it. Thank you for watching.